Hey Bright Minders! Are you ready for another exciting challenge? Today, we're testing your knowledge with Sports and Activities Quiz, 100 fun questions for all ages. So get your mind warmed up, stretch those brains, and let's play. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss the next quiz challenge. Part 1, General Sports Knowledge. 1. Which sport is known as the beautiful game? A. Basketball, B. Baseball, C. Soccer, D. Volleyball. Answer: the sport known as the beautiful game is soccer. 2. What sport is played using a shuttlecock? A. Badminton, B. Table tennis, C. Tennis, D. Volleyball. Answer: the sport played using a shuttlecock is badminton. 3. In which sport do players compete at Wimbledon? A. Golf, B. Tennis, C. Cricket, D. Basketball. Answer: players compete in tennis at Wimbledon. 4. Which sport requires shooting arrows at a target? A. Darts, B. Fencing, C. Bowling, D. Archery. Answer: the sport that involves shooting arrows at a target is archery. 5. How many players are on a soccer team on the field at one time? A. 12, B. 10, C. 11, D. 9. Answer: a soccer team has 11 players on the field at one time. 6. Which sport is played on ice using sticks and a puck? A. Curling, B. Ice hockey, C. Figure skating, D. Snowboarding. Answer: the sport played on ice using sticks and a puck is ice hockey. 7. What color flag is waved to start a car race? A. Green, B. Yellow, C. Red, D. Blue. Answer: a green flag is waved to start a car race. 8. Which sport uses bats, balls, and bases? A. Baseball, B. Cricket, C. Softball, D. Tennis. Answer: the sport that uses bats, balls, and bases is baseball. 9. In golf, what is a hole-in-one called? A. Birdie, B. Par, C. Eagle, D. Ace. Answer: a hole-in-one in golf is called an ace. 10. What sport made Michael Jordan famous? A. Baseball, B. Basketball, C. Football, D. Tennis. Answer: Michael Jordan is famous for playing basketball. 11. Which sport is played using a ball and a hoop? A. Volleyball, B. Basketball, C. Soccer, D. Tennis. Answer: the sport that uses a ball and a hoop is basketball. 12. Which sport is played with a small ball on a table using paddles? A. Badminton, B. Tennis, C. Squash, D. Table tennis. Answer: the sport played with a small ball on a table is table tennis. 13. In which sport do players try to knock down pins with a ball? A. Bowling, B. Darts, C. Snooker, D. Golf. Answer: the sport where players knock down pins with a ball is bowling. 14. Which sport takes place in a swimming pool? A. Diving, B. Water polo, C. Swimming, D. All of the above. Answer: sports that take place in a swimming pool include diving, water polo, and swimming, so all of the above. 15. What is the main equipment used in fencing? A. Bat, B. Rope, C. A stick, D. Sword. Answer: the main equipment used in fencing is a sword. 16. In which sport do players serve the ball to start a play? A. Tennis, B. Volleyball, C. Soccer, D. Baseball. Answer: players serve the ball to start a play in volleyball. 17. Which sport involves hitting a home run? A. Baseball, B. Cricket, C. Basketball, D. Rugby. Answer: the sport where a home run is scored is baseball. 18. Which sport includes events like the pommel horse and vault? A. Gymnastics, B. Athletics, C. Fencing, D. Wrestling. Answer. The sport that includes the pommel horse and vault is gymnastics. 19. What sport has a goalkeeper to protect the goal? A. Soccer, B. Volleyball, C. Tennis, D. Badminton. Answer. The sport that has a goalkeeper is soccer. 20. Which sport uses rackets and a yellow ball? A. Squash, B. Handball, C. Ping pong, D. Tennis. Answer. The sport that uses rackets and a yellow ball is tennis. 21. What sport is played on a diamond-shaped field? A. Baseball, B. Golf, C. Cricket, D. Rugby. Answer. The sport played on a diamond-shaped field is baseball. 22. In which sport do players take the positions of striker, midfielder, and defender? A. Rugby, B. Soccer, C. Basketball, D. Tennis. Answer. The sport with those positions is soccer. 23. What sport has lanes, pins, and strikes? A. Golf, B. Bowling, C. Baseball, D. Cricket. Answer. The sport with lanes, pins, and strikes is bowling. 24. What is the national sport of Japan? A. Judo, B. Karate, C. Baseball, D. Sumo wrestling. Answer. The national sport of Japan is sumo wrestling. 25. Which sport uses the term slam dunk? A. Volleyball, B. Basketball, C. Tennis, D. Handball. Answer. The sport that uses the term slam dunk is basketball. Part 2. Outdoor and water activities. 26. What sport involves riding ocean waves? A. Surfing, B. Sailing, C. Diving, D. Swimming. Answer. The sport that involves riding ocean waves is surfing. 27. What activity uses a two-wheeled vehicle called a bicycle? A. Skating, B. Cycling, C. Running, D. Climbing. Answer. The activity that uses a bicycle is cycling. 28. Which sport do athletes wear swimsuits and goggles? A. Water polo, B. Rowing, C. Diving, D. Swimming. Answer. The sport where athletes wear swimsuits and goggles is swimming. 29. What sport uses paddles to move a boat through water? A. Rowing, B. Sailing, C. Fishing, D. Surfing. Answer. The sport that uses paddles to move a boat is rowing. 30. What activity means walking long distances outdoors? A. Hiking, B. Running, C. Trekking, D. Climbing. Answer. Walking long distances outdoors is called hiking. 31. Which sport uses sails to catch the wind? A. Surfing, B. Sailing, C. Rowing, D. Canoeing. Answer. The sport that uses sails to catch the wind is sailing. 32. What sport involves jumping from planes with a parachute? A. Skydiving, B. Paragliding, C. Hang gliding, D. Bungee jumping. Answer. The sport of jumping from planes with a parachute is skydiving. 33. What activity is done on a skateboard? A. Cycling, B. Skating, C. Surfing, D. Skateboarding. Answer. The activity done using a skateboard is skateboarding. 34. Which activity uses rollerblades to move on wheels? A. Ice skating, B. Cycling, C. Roller skating, D. Walking. Answer. The activity that uses rollerblades is roller skating. 35. What activity involves exploring underwater with special equipment? A. Diving, B. Snorkeling, C. Scuba diving, D. Swimming. Answer. Exploring underwater with breathing gear is called scuba diving. 36. What outdoor game uses GPS to find hidden objects? A. Orienteering, B. Treasure hunt, C. Geocaching, D. Tracking. Answer. The outdoor game that uses GPS to find objects is geocaching. 37. Which outdoor sport uses flying discs? A. Frisbee, B. Disc golf, C. Ultimate frisbee, D. Catch. Answer: the sport played with flying discs is ultimate frisbee. 38. What activity involves climbing rocks or artificial walls? A. Mountaineering, B. Rock climbing, C. Hiking, D. Camping. Answer: the activity that involves climbing rocks is rock climbing. 39. What winter sport involves sliding down snow on a board? A. Skiing, B. Snowboarding, C. Ice skating, D. Tobogganing. Answer: sliding down snow on a board is called snowboarding. 40. What winter activity involves using skis? A. Snowboarding, B. Ice hockey, C. Sledding, D. Skiing. Answer: the activity that uses skis is skiing. 41. What is the activity of riding a horse called? A. Horseback riding, B. A polo, C. Racing, D. A riding. Answer: the activity of riding a horse is called horseback riding. 42. What activity involves catching fish? A. Swimming, B. Hunting, C. Fishing, D. Rowing. Answer: the activity that involves catching fish is fishing. 43. What sport uses a racket and shuttlecock? A. Badminton, B. Tennis, C. Squash, D. Volleyball. Answer: the sport that uses a racket and shuttlecock is badminton. 44. Which activity involves gliding on ice with special shoes? A. Ice hockey, B. Curling, C. Ice skating, D. Snowboarding. Answer: gliding on ice with special shoes is called ice skating. 45. What water sport involves rowing with oars? A. Surfing, B. Rowing, C. Swimming, D. Sailing. Answer: the water sport that uses oars is rowing. 46. What sport uses a net and two teams on opposite sides? A. Tennis, B. Soccer, C. Basketball, D. Volleyball. Answer: the sport played with a net and two teams is volleyball. 47. What activity involves setting up a tent outdoors? A. Climbing, B. Camping, C. Hiking, D. Trekking. Answer: the activity that involves setting up a tent is camping. 48. Which sport involves using a bow and arrows to hit targets? A. Archery, B. Shooting, C. Darts, D. Hunting. Answer: the sport that uses a bow and arrows is archery. 49. Which event includes running, biking, and swimming? A. Marathon, B. Triathlon, C. Decathlon, D. Duathlon. Answer: the event that includes running, biking, and swimming is a triathlon. 50. What sport uses a club and ball on a course with holes? A. Croquet, B. Baseball, C. Polo, D. Golf. Answer: the sport that uses a club and ball on a course is golf. Part 3. Indoor and fitness activities. 51. What activity uses mats and breathing poses for balance and calmness? A. Yoga, B. Gymnastics, C. Pilates, D. Stretching. Answer: the activity that uses mats and breathing poses is yoga. 52. What activity focuses on lifting heavy weights for strength? A. Weightlifting, B. Boxing, C. Wrestling, D. Martial arts. Answer: the activity that focuses on lifting weights is weightlifting. 53. Which exercise combines music and movement for fitness? A. Dance, B. Zumba, C. Yoga, D. Aerobics. Answer: the exercise that combines music and movement is aerobics. 54. What sport uses gloves and takes place inside a ring? A. Wrestling, B. Boxing, C. Karate, D. Taekwondo. Answer: the sport that uses gloves and takes place in a ring is boxing. 55. What sport involves grappling and pinning an opponent? A. Wrestling, B. Boxing, C. Karate, D. Judo. Answer: the sport that involves grappling is wrestling. 56. What martial art uses colored belts to show skill levels? A. Judo, B. Karate, C. Taekwondo, D. Aikido. Answer: the martial art that uses colored belts is Taekwondo. 57. What dance-based exercise is popular for fitness? A. Zumba, B. Ballet, C. Jazz, D. Salsa. Answer: the dance-based fitness exercise is Zumba. 58. What exercise focuses on stretching and calm breathing? A. Pilates, B. Aerobics, C. Tai Chi, D. Yoga. Answer: the exercise that focuses on stretching and calm breathing is yoga. 59. What indoor sport uses a cue stick and colored balls on a table? A. Snooker, B. Billiards, C. Bowling, D. Pool. Answer: the indoor sport played with a cue stick and balls is billiards. 60. Which game is played with small darts thrown at a circular board? A. Darts, B. Archery, C. Bowling, D. Billiards. Answer: the game played by throwing darts is darts. 61. What exercise uses a treadmill for indoor running? A. Cycling, B. Running, C. Skipping, D. Jumping. Answer: the exercise that uses a treadmill is running. 62. What sport combines ribbons, hoops, and dance moves? A. Yoga, B. Ballet, C. Cheerleading, D. Rhythmic gymnastics. Answer: the sport that uses ribbons and hoops is rhythmic gymnastics. 63. Which board game is played with kings, queens, and pawns? A. Checkers, B. Chess, C. Monopoly, D. Scrabble. Answer: the game with kings and queens is chess. 64. What running event tests endurance over long distances? A. Marathon, B. Sprint, C. Relay, D. Triathlon. Answer: the event testing endurance is the marathon. 65. Which sport includes balance beams and tumbling? A. Yoga, B. Dance, C. Gymnastics, D. Aerobics. Answer: the sport that includes balance beams is gymnastics. 66. What indoor exercise strengthens the core and improves posture? A. Yoga, B. Pilates, C. Cardio, D. Aerobics. Answer: the exercise that strengthens the core is Pilates. 67. What sport mixes dance, spins, and lifts on ice? A. Figure skating, B. Ice hockey, C. Curling, D. Skiing. Answer: the sport that mixes dance and skating is figure skating. 68. What activity uses a skipping rope for exercise? A. Climbing, B. Hurdling, C. Sprinting, D. Jump rope. Answer: the exercise using a skipping rope is jump rope. 69. What type of exercise helps the heart and lungs stay strong? A. Yoga, B. Cardio exercise, C. Stretching, D. Strength training. Answer: exercise that strengthens the heart is cardio exercise. 70. Which workout uses your own body weight for strength? A. Pilates, B. Yoga, C. Calisthenics, D. Stretching. Answer: the workout using body weight is calisthenics. 71. Which exercise focuses on core strength, flexibility, and controlled movements? A. Yoga, B. Aerobics, C. Pilates, D. Weightlifting. Answer: the exercise that focuses on core strength, flexibility, and controlled movements is Pilates. 72. Which sport mixes spins, jumps, and choreography performed on ice? A. Figure skating, B. Ice hockey, C. Curling, D. Speed skating. Answer: the sport that mixes spins, jumps, and choreography on ice is figure skating. 73. What activity uses a rope to jump repeatedly for fun or fitness? A. Jogging, B. Skipping, C. Hurdling, D. Jump rope. Answer: the activity that uses a rope to jump repeatedly for fun or fitness is jump rope. 74. Which type of exercise is best known for strengthening the heart and lungs through continuous movement? A. Strength training, B. Cardio exercise, C. Stretching, D. Balance work. Answer. The type of exercise best known for strengthening the heart and lungs is cardio exercise. 75. What workout uses bodyweight movements like push-ups, squats, and planks to build strength? A. Calisthenics, B. Pilates, C. Yoga, D. Weightlifting. Answer. The workout that uses bodyweight movements such as push-ups and squats is calisthenics. Part 4. Famous sports, athletes, and fun facts. 76. What is the largest international sporting event held every 4 years? A. Commonwealth Games, B. World Cup, C. The Olympics, D. Super Bowl. Answer. The largest international sporting event held every 4 years is the Olympics. 77. Which sport hosts the FIFA World Cup? A. Rugby, B. Soccer, C. Cricket, D. Baseball. Answer. The FIFA World Cup is a global championship in soccer. 78. Which sport features the NBA Finals each year? A. Basketball, B. Baseball, C. Football, D. Tennis. Answer. The NBA Finals are the championship games of basketball. 79. What sport has the famous Super Bowl event? A. Rugby, B. American football, C. Baseball, D. Basketball. Answer. The Super Bowl is the championship of American football. 80. At which tournament do tennis players compete on grass courts in London? A. US Open, B. Australian Open, C. French Open, D. Wimbledon. Answer. Tennis players compete on grass courts at Wimbledon. 81. The Tour de France is a famous event in which sport? A. Running, B. Cycling, C. Motor racing, D. Skiing. Answer. The Tour de France is a major event in cycling. 82. What sport uses Formula 1 cars? A. Kart racing, B. Speedway, C. Car speedway, D. Rally driving. Answer. Formula 1 cars are used in car racing. 83. What sport is played professionally in the NBA? A. Basketball, B. Baseball, C. Soccer, D. Hockey. Answer. The NBA is the professional league for basketball. 84. What sport is played with wickets, bats, and balls? A. Baseball, B. Golf, C. Tennis, D. Cricket. Answer. The sport that uses wickets, bats, and balls is cricket. 85. In which sport can a player achieve a grand slam? A. Tennis, B. Golf, C. Boxing, D. Volleyball. Answer. A grand slam is an achievement in tennis. 86. Which country is known for creating sumo wrestling? A. China, B. Korea, C. Japan, D. Thailand. Answer. The country that created sumo wrestling is Japan. 87. What sport uses the term birdie? A. Badminton, B. Tennis, C. Golf, D. Basketball. Answer. The term birdie is used in golf. 88. In which sport is the Masters tournament held every year? A. Tennis, B. Golf, C. Bowling, D. Rugby. Answer. The Masters tournament is an event in golf. 89. How many innings are there in a standard baseball game? A. 9, B. 8, C. 7, D. 10. Answer. A standard baseball game has 9 innings. 90. In which sport can a player win by knockout? A. Boxing, B. Fencing, C. Wrestling, D. Taekwondo. Answer. A player can win by knockout in boxing. 91. What sport includes taking penalty kicks? A. Basketball, B. Soccer, C. Volleyball, D. Baseball. Answer. Penalty kicks are part of soccer. 92. Which sport uses a shuttlecock that flies back and forth over a net? A. Tennis, B. Table tennis, C. Volleyball, D. Badminton. Answer: the sport that uses a shuttlecock is badminton. 93. Which sport is Tiger Woods famous for playing? A. Soccer, B. Tennis, C. Golf, D. Baseball. Answer: Tiger Woods is world famous for playing golf. 94. Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, competes in which sport? A. Cycling, B. Running, C. Long jump, D. Swimming. Answer: Usain Bolt is known for running. 95. Serena Williams is one of the greatest athletes in which sport? A. Volleyball, B. Badminton, C. Tennis, D. Basketball. Answer: Serena Williams is one of the greatest players in tennis. 96. The IPL is a professional league for which sport? A. Baseball, B. Cricket, C. Basketball, D. Rugby. Answer: the IPL is a professional league for cricket. 97. What do the 5 Olympic rings represent? A. 5 countries, B. 5 athletes, C. 5 continents, D. 5 sports. Answer: the 5 Olympic rings represent the 5 continents. The Americas, North and South combined, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. 98. What is the national winter sport of Canada? A. Snowboarding, B. Skiing, C. Curling, D. Ice hockey. Answer: the national winter sport of Canada is ice hockey. 99. Which sport is played on a rectangular court divided by a net? A. Tennis, B. Volleyball, C. Badminton, D. Handball. Answer: the sport played on a rectangular court divided by a net is tennis. 100. What word describes fairness, respect, and honesty in sports? A. Teamwork, B. Discipline, C. Sportsmanship, D. Confidence. Answer: the word that describes fairness and respect in sports is sportsmanship. Great job, bright minders. You really know your sports and activities. How many did you get right? Comment your score below. If you enjoyed this quiz, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Stay active, stay smart, and see you in the next Bright Mind Quiz Challenge.